What's up, guys? This is your boy FastLaneD, and today we've got Luna out, as you can see right there, and she does look absolutely beautiful in this sun. The last time I rode this bike, we actually did a track day. As you can see from the tires starting to booger up top there. We got the gap cam attached in the rear. But we've got some things, serious things that we need to address. You've been following me over on Instagram. You might know about a few of them, but not all of them. And the first thing I want to address here is this rear tire. Now this tire was put on Friday, and then I did a track day the following Monday. I didn't ride the bike at all because it had some other issues. When I did a few laps around Daytona on this bike, as you can see here, I don't know if the lighting's gonna pick this up, but there are chunks missing. You see there, from out of the tire. And I know some of you are probably thinking that it's the tire pressure. It is not the tire pressure, because we put this to 28 PSI cold before I went on the track. And Lance, who is a retired racer that was there with me when I did the tire pressures, he actually did it for me, can vouch that the tire pressure were correct. We went 28 in the rear, 32 in the front. And while I was on the bank corners, I noticed that the bike was just doing this. If you guys are familiar with Daytona, it has a huge bank. All right, so it's just like a racetrack, like a NASCAR track. And when I was going on it and just pinned doing it, the bike was just doing this. The entire bike looked like it was just doing like the worm. It was just dancing the entire way, which was really sketchy. And I was like, something's wrong. So I pitted back in. When I got back to the pits, I looked over to the bike, noticed that. So I decided to take it over to the Pirelli team, because they were actually there. And thankfully I had my camera rolling. I'm gonna cut to what the guy was saying, because I want to get you guys' unbiased opinion on what he had to say about that issue.
I gotta get going.
Hey, question. Before you guys go, I just put this brand new tire on.
It looks good to me.
I did 5 laps. Do y'all know what would cause the chunking to come out like that?
What do you mean the chunking to come out?
Just like this.
Well, I can tell you first, it's not the right tire for here, but what do you mean the chunking is coming out?
You see how it just has the big, like, chunks of the tire coming out here?
This is Daytona, right?
Yeah.
And you usually are on the Daytona tire.
Yeah. What's
so,
a Daytona tire?
You know how you fix that?
How?
Slow down.
So what?
They have a specific Daytona tire specifically for this track, so that doesn't
go to his garage and you'll see his tire, the Daytona tire.
Yeah.
It looks like that, but there's no
Where are
chunks.
you?
Right on the other side of you, 35.
Yeah.
You can follow me.
35.
So is that fine though to ride on, or I need a new one?
No,
that ain't gonna hurt that.
It's a street tire.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on the track though. You know, regular track day, but not here. I'm surprised they let you get on track with that. That's not a.
How come the other ones? How come the other
First of all, it's the wrong tire.
Yeah.
But more important, it's the wrong shock. Nothing done to the shock, right?
I had the suspension set up.
It's electric. Sure.
No,
I had the same bike. You got
It's the wrong shock.
It's not a race bike.
Yeah.
It's a show bike. That's what he's saying. Electric suspension is not going to do you any favors.
There's a lot to unpack here that kind of went down in this video, but we're running a little tight on time, so let's get on the bike and talk about it. As pretty as she looks, we got to get that rear tire either taken off, warranted, fixed, or something. Now I do want to start off this video by saying that I love Pirelli tires. Love Pirelli tires. I have them on all of my bikes except for the H2, because I was given that tire from Chris, a buddy. I don't have it on the BMW because the stock tires that come on there are Michelin's, and I was able to get one at a very, very low cost. Hold on. Alright, focus. I have it on the MV Agusta, thankfully, because they come stock with them and I love them. I have them on the R1M, and then I have them on this bike. I bought a lot of Pirelli tires. the Supercorsa specifically because I just like the feel they give me. No, they don't last at all. It's not a great street tire, but the confidence that it gives me in the corners and just it heating up once it's warm is worth the price in my opinion. Because your tires could be the difference between you not going down or you going down in certain situations. Now I do want to go on record and say nothing was ever specified about needing a Daytona tire. If a Daytona tire was needed, then all three of my bikes that I took, and they all got approved by tech. I took the R1M, which has the same tire this has, the Supercorsa. I took my BMW, the M1000rr, which has the Michelin Pilot Powers, and I took this bike. All of them passed tech inspection. No one said a word to me about a Daytona tire. Also, at no point on a flyer or anything is there a Daytona tire that is referenced as needed to ride on the track. No one I was with was running a Daytona tire, and there was a large group of people that I knew there. There was the Ducati club that's in Tampa that was there, as well as our dealership, Motos America, and nobody knew anything about a Daytona tire, nor was running a Daytona tire. Ducatis come with this Supercorsa on the back, and that's pretty much what majority of people were running. Also, mind you, this was a brand new tire. This is still a brand new tire. I'm filming this, what, 3 days after the track day? I haven't ridden the bike since the track day. It's still a brand new tire. So it's not like it was wearing weird or had some premature wear before. It literally got put on that Friday. We did the track day that Monday. And I did one session with it before it started doing that. Mind you, the Supercorsa that's on my R1M, I didn't have a single issue with it. And I did 5 sessions on that tire. Also, other thing that he commented on was the suspension. This suspension has been set up by an Öhlins tech. He doesn't like to be on camera, so normally I don't put him in the videos, but we set it up at Robley a little over a year ago. Yes, I get it. The R suspension is 100% superior when it comes to track use than what is on the V4S or the electronic suspension that we get on the V4S. But to say that this Öhlins suspension is trash is a wild statement to me. Ducati builds race bikes. They've been using this suspension on their bikes for a long time. And yes, this is not a full race bike, but this is as close as you can get to a street legal race bike per se. It's like Ducati's way of kind of blending comfort and street. And like I said, yes, I agree, the Öhlins TTX shock, which is what I actually want to put on my M1000rr, is probably better suited for the track, or it is better suited for the track. But like I said, to say that this Öhlins suspension is trash, that's wild to me. So I honestly just wanted to get you guys' kind of take on that situation with the tire. Like I said, this is not meant to bash Pirelli. I've ran Pirelli for years. I've loved the Supercorsas, that's why I continue to buy them. But after that interaction, if that's the customer service that I'm gonna get if I have any issues with the tire, then I don't know. Go, 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 go. Come on. Alright, well, we've made it to Yamaha in Tampa Bay. I will show you guys the rest of the issues with this bike in just a moment. Got another old school Ducati out here. You know what I really want to get on is that DRZ 400 Supermoto right there. That thing looks insane, dog. The gold wheels on this GS are also sick. What's up? How are you guys?
Hey.
Nice to officially meet you.
Hey, you too.
What's up, Sid? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can't complain. I appreciate it. This is the princess of the group. The expensive princess.
Oh, I know.
Have you had a Ducati before?
No, I have Triumphs. I don't
I'm gonna
have
say.
Ducatis because I don't want to go to jail.
Brand new tire.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know what. Just
Don't
chunks
take a
coming
bite
out.
of it? Like,
I'm sorry?
you hungry?
I wish that's what it was.
Yeah.
Brand new tire. I don't know. Chris is gonna try and warranty it because I've literally just rode on it once.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it's all good. Chris out here telling me broken tires. What's going on, man?
So, it definitely chunked.
Yeah.
So I saw this on a Michelin once.
Yeah.
Michelin claimed wrong tire pressure.
No, dude, Lance.
Pressure too low. But I think this is a bad cast.
I agree.
It happens. It happens all the time.
Really?
No manufacturer's perfect. They get a bad batch every now and then.
Okay.
I'm a Dunlop guy. So the Q5s had a known bad batch that they discovered halfway through production in 23.
Yeah.
So anything with an October and later production code is all fixed. But they were just melting. Just melting. You get five laps in and melting. You're also really heavy-handed.
No, this is from the bank though.
Nah.
The bank is literally, it's only left. It's only left. Yeah.
But I can see your drive lines in the tire, and so you get the bike up, and then you rip the throttle open.
Yeah.
And so you're overheating this part of the tire, which would account for your chunking. That's heat damage.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was hot that day too. So.
We got a new one on the way already.
All right, so you gotta worry about this.
Yeah.
We got Dave over here. He watches the channel. He's got an M1K. He's got an H2 and a V4R. So we'll link up with him at some point, which will be fun. He just put this arrow on here. Sounds good. Heck yeah. So future videos with Dave coming. I'm excited. Nice. Y'all think we should have went with the Arrow or SC? I love the SC, but the Arrow does sound phenomenal. I didn't ride this that much. All right. I was not expecting that. We're gonna get her on the lift here. Shout out to them. They close at 6. It is 5:43. We've been filming live streams and whatnot. But all right, we're gonna show you guys the other 3 things that I need fixed on this bad boy. That's sick.
Wow, look at that. A Ducati on a Harley.
Let's see what I gotta deal with here, man. Alright, so when I got this tire swapped on Friday, we obviously took this tire off, and we noticed this. You guys see that there? That is a massive hole, way bigger than the size of my finger, in this Arrow titanium pipe. So it looks like this tab broke off up in there. I don't know, it's just like it cracked, which they said is not uncommon with titanium pipes. So that means this Arrow needs to be swapped because it's not being held on by anything because the tab is obviously, yeah, the size of this little spring here. So new exhaust, that's not cheap. I might see if Arrow can warranty it. We also noticed that, you guys can see, the valve cover gasket is leaking in there. So you can see the oil. I can't get a finger in there.
That's what she said.
But right there we go. Valve cover gasket is leaking, so that needs to be replaced. That's pretty common, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's leak. I haven't even got to that yet, man. I came in here for a tire change, and then Bo just discovered all this other stuff, man.
Yeah, because dude, it's normal. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, but it's normal, like Mark's saying too. So came for a tire change, left with all these problems. So exhaust, look at all that chain grease, Jesus. Exhaust, valve cover gasket, and I don't know if you guys can see, looks like we have an oil leak here. So the oil pan gasket is also leaking. So that needs to be replaced, this replaced, and then the exhaust replaced. Now here's the thing, to replace that valve cover gasket, I'm paying for all the labor, 8 to 10 hours of labor for them to get to that gasket, and it's the same exact process to swap the exhaust on this bike. So, this person that has the full exhaust for it, their Krapovich, it is the low mount. I'll show you guys, it's over here. Here is the full exhaust for it, the low mount. Oh yeah, that's sick. Beautiful. It's just, these are so quiet, that's the thing. But it does look sick. Obviously, it is an official Ducati part. The rest of the exhaust is down here. So the question becomes, do I buy that exhaust from my buddy who doesn't want to pay for the labor to get installed? All he really wants is for me to buy him a replacement slip-on exhaust, or give me the full exhaust since I'm already paying for labor when I do have to get the valve cover gasket replaced, and do it that way? Or do I try and fix the Arrow exhaust that is already on this bike. Y'all comment down below. What do you think we should do? Or should we go with a whole different exhaust system completely?
One pipe.
Yeah, or do I try and find this one pipe? You think I could buy that somewhere?
Yeah, from Arrow.
Yeah. That was always an option.
I didn't know it was an option. Y'all did not say that when I first found this out. Y'all did not say a word about that. I should have recorded that. I had the 360 rolling. If I can find that pipe from Arrow, I'd rather just do that than buy a whole new exhaust.
You clicked off, and then I set it real quick on break.
No, if the camera's not real out here. It didn't happen. That's the internet, man.
Yeah.
That is the internet.
I'll reach out to Arrow and see if we can't get a replacement link pipe.
Yeah, that would be clutch. But do you guys think we should swap exhausts? Do y'all like the Arrow? Do y'all not like the Arrow? I think this is the best sounding exhaust for this bike. Bassy, it sounds incredible. Okay, remember we're talking to BMW guys. Well, okay, what exhaust do you think is best then? The Termies do sound good. I had that on my 1299. Oh yeah, the Undertale, I agree. That does sound phenomenal. I'm not dropping $10,000 on exhaust.
Dude, just
We can throw that out the window. Y'all comment below. Let me know what exhaust we should do on Luna. I also am torn on investing a bunch of money into this bike because the new one's coming out. They just dropped the new Panigale. Eventually they'll drop all their special models. So I'm like, do I want to dump more money into this, knowing that in the future it might not be here, even though I don't want to sell this bike because I love it so much and I've already invested a lot into it. I do want to still do the carbon wheels on here, the forged carbon. So I think it would look absolutely phenomenal, but I am curious to hear what you guys have to say because y'all usually have some good opinions. But look at the chunking on this tire. Now you can see it in a better light. I mean, that's no joke. Once again, it's not from the pressure. Make sure the pressure was set. I have someone that can vouch for me. I did it with me. Suspension has been set up for my weight, so that leaves the only variable is the banking. I was cooking on the banking like Bo was saying when I flew past him. So yeah, V4 baby. I really need one of these in the garage. Look at that. Oh, that'd be so nice to be able to work on the bike like this. Might be a lift coming. Y'all comment below what lift should we get. There she goes. I don't blame you. Sheesh. Brand new BMW GSA, first one in the country, which is pretty wild. Yeah. What bike is this? And is this someone here's? That's sick. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it is. Those were expensive back then. He doesn't want to fix it? What's wrong with it? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah.
The maintenance stuff adds up.
Yeah, it's expensive, man. Hey, you too. Alright, Luna. She's so pretty. Like I always say, this is my high maintenance princess that I know I probably shouldn't have financial wise, but how this bike rides and how it looks and how it sounds, I just absolutely love. But it's late. It's almost 7 o'clock. Dealership closed at 6. I always just end up hanging out with the boys way longer than we should be. But they're good people here. So if you ever need anything, Tampa Bay Motos, they got you covered. Beautiful sunset. And we need some gas, of course. Little gas tip here. Do a little tap, tap, tap like you're shaking your boy.
What do you mean by that?
Tilt it up. You won't spill any gas on your bike. Normally I wouldn't film this kind of stuff because it's not really like exciting, interesting content, but I do want to start showing you guys a little bit more like quote unquote behind the scenes of what goes into maintaining these expensive super bikes, because you don't just buy them and just ride them around. Like, there's a lot of money that goes into upkeep and keeping them clean. And I'm not upset about the oil pan gasket. Gaskets aren't too expensive. It's more so the labor to install stuff that'll kill you, like getting to the valve cover gasket. Apparently the valve cover gasket leak though is a very common thing, and Ducati knows that, and it's something that they'll cover under warranty. And I've always said I understand when things break, and I don't get super upset about it, because these are race bikes. Like, they're pushing the performance limits of a lot of these parts. As long as they are covered under warranty, like, I get it. You know, like with the BMW stuff, BMW covered all the issues that I had under warranty, so it really ended up not being a big deal. I just gotta take the bike to the dealer and they'll handle the rest. That tire gets fixed, we'll call it what it is, you know what I'm saying? We'll chalk it up to just, it is what it is, it happens. We'll get it fixed. Hopefully, I'll update you guys and let y'all know if it does end up getting warranted or not. We've submitted the claim, and yeah, the valve cover gasket issue is that Tampa Bay Motos used to be a Ducati dealer under the old owner. They recently just switched. That's when they hired me. One of their top techs, Ducati techs, still works there. He works on BMW still now though too. So I trust him. He's the only one I let work on this bike typically. He just doesn't like to be on camera, like I was saying earlier. So that's why you guys never see him or see really any Ducati maintenance stuff. So what, really, dude? Really? I apologize, so it's all good. You gotta be ready for stuff like that, because it's gonna happen. I always say just keep your cool, because you have more to lose than someone that hits you in a car. Like, you're kind of defenseless if a car tries to run you over. So just let it go. He apologized, he didn't see me. So anyways, the other thing is, if I take it to a Ducati dealer, they'll warranty the valve cover gasket replacement. I just don't know any dealers nearby or around that I trust to do that. I've just been burned by dealerships before and techs, so I'm very, 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 very picky about who touches these bikes. Obviously, I trust Rich, I trust Bo, I trust Travis. Like, once you find a good tech, hold on to that person, because like I said, they're hard to find, man. The thing is, if I have it done at the dealer, I'm gonna have to come out of pocket for everything. And I'm talking about, if I have it done at Tampa Bay Motos, let me explain this better. If the boys at Tampa Bay Motos do it, then I have to pay out of pocket for everything. If I take it to a Ducati dealer, they will cover it, but I do not have one nearby that I know of that I trust. I've heard stories, and I'm not just talking about in Tampa, but just surrounding areas as well. I've just heard a lot of bad, negative stories, and they're not just coming from customers, like, it's coming from people that actually work at the dealership and other departments. So if they're telling me that, then that carries some weight. But Luna needs some love. A few weeks later, here at Tampa Bay Motos, and thankfully we got the tire fixed, so we are good. Freshy on there. That's what I like to see. Got Luna sitting pretty now.